Good strategy usually looks like incompetence. Strategy is expected to look intelligent, clean decisions, fast movement, visible coherence, something that reassures the observer. Reality is less cooperative. Strategic behavior frequently appears irregular, delayed, sometimes disturbingly inefficient. From the outside, it can resemble confusion. Observers rarely hesitate in their diagnosis. Bad judgment, poor leadership, lack of capability. Incompetence is an attractive explanation. It closes the case without demanding discomfort. But interpretation is not observation. What looks wrong may simply violate expectation. What feels irrational may merely resist immediate decoding. Human evaluation is impatient with time. We insist that intelligence must be legible in the present, that rationality must be visible without delay, that competence must announce itself clearly. Strategy obeys no such rule. Strategy is not designed for present approval. It is designed for position, across time, across uncertainty, across conditions the observer cannot fully see. This difference is rarely forgiven. Delay becomes hesitation. Ambiguity becomes indecision. Non-efficiency becomes error. Meaning collapses into misinterpretation. Yet the observer feels no doubt. The conclusion arrives fully formed. The narrative stabilizes instantly. Something appears inefficient, therefore mistaken. Something appears slow, therefore weak. Something appears unstable, therefore flawed. Perception rewards immediacy. What is quickly interpretable feels correct. What resists interpretation feels suspicious. What delays clarity feels defective. Time, however, does not share this preference. Long-term coherence often destroys short-term aesthetics. Actions preserving optionality resemble drift. Restraint resembles weakness. Repositioning resembles instability. What cannot be mapped is judged effective. Yet mapping itself is an assumption. Coherence is not observed. It is imposed. Meaning is not detected. It is constructed. Observers mistake familiarity for logic. Patterns that resemble known success feel intelligent. Patterns that violate expectation feel irrational. Deviation masquerades as error. Yet strategy frequently lives inside deviation. If a move looks obviously correct, it is probably already priced in. If a decision feels comfortable to consensus logic, it is unlikely to create asymmetry. If an action appears immediately rational, it is unlikely to be strategically disruptive. Strategic differentiation often appears unreasonable before it appears inevitable. Time reverses reputations. Yesterday's mistake becomes today's foresight. Yesterday's hesitation becomes today's discipline. Yesterday's confusion becomes today's vision. But perception cannot borrow the future. Observers search for consistency. Strategy may require discontinuity. Observers reward speed. Strategy may weaponize delay. Observers prefer clarity. Strategy may depend on opacity. The conflict is structural. Perception demands immediate coherence. Strategy tolerates temporary unintelligibility. When understanding fails, attribution rushes in. We label. We reduce. We explain away the anomaly. Incompetence functions as cognitive relief. It protects the observer from uncertainty. But absence of understanding is not evidence of error. It may only indicate a mismatch of frames. Perhaps competence has no stable visual signature. Perhaps coherence is perspective-bound. Perhaps intelligibility is not a proof of intelligence, but a bias of perception. The word incompetence is sometimes just a confession of failed observation.